Greetings, it's Vaygrim. It is Thursday evening, and I have been busy. Um, when I am not recording or editing videos, I have been doing audio. Audio for Infernal Skies. Cyanide X, there's a lot planned for that pack, and it's going to be very interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to be my playstyle, but I am very eager to watch videos of other people go through it. I think it's going to be cool. But I've been recording audio for Infernal Skies, more and more audio. There's actually a lot of audio to it. I've also, while I'm like in between edits or waiting for stuff to render, I've been binge watching television. I watched all of season 1 of The Flash. Liked it. Really cool TV show. I'm now halfway through season 2 of The Arrow, and I still have the other half of season 2 and all of season 3. So that's going to be interesting. I kind of watched those out of order. I kind of should have watched The Arrow through season 2, then done The Flash and The Arrow side by side, but who cares, whatever. So yeah, The Flash I actually liked a lot. There's glaring continuity problems with it, and there's issues with, well, maybe not continuity is the best word. There's a problem with, they don't really explain stuff very well in that show. They kind of gloss over stuff that I think should be mentioned, or should be at least described once. Like, in the show, they have to make a makeshift prison for supervillains. And they basically, you see them stick these supervillains in this little padded box, and they do explain once that they have to custom make each box for each villain to negate their powers, so they can't use their abilities to get out. But it's a little, literally, like a 5 foot by 5 foot cell. Maybe 8 to 10 feet tall, with a glass door on the front that kind of, and I could see reinforced glass, whatever, reinforced plastic. But my thing is, there's no bed, there's no bathroom, and there's no way to open the cell without the people getting their powers back, which means you can't open the door and feed them. I realize that's not something they really need to address, but just sticking a bed and a toilet in the corner would at least make you realize, oh, they've thought about this. Now you have a person literally pacing around a room with padded walls. And it's a little box that gets moved. It's one of my only real gripes with the show. The rest of it, I actually think they did a really good job. And I realize they probably have better things to do than to entertain that. But I think a little bit of set redesign, and you wouldn't even wonder about that. I mean, they obviously have. You see in like Star Trek, everybody jokes about you never see them using the bathroom. You actually see bathrooms in there. You see showers, sonic showers. They've got sinks and stuff like that, and there are things on that show, on the ship, that you see that looks like it could be a fold-down toilet kind of thing. But you don't see anybody going to the bathroom. Sure, that's to be sure. You don't see anybody walking around the Enterprise. You don't see public bathrooms. And there's something you think that would exist on a giant starship like that. If you're going from point A to point B on that ship, and it's like, as long as the Enterprise was in Next Generation, there's going to have to be some public restrooms periodically across the floors, because, I mean, otherwise, you're not going to have to go to the bathroom, go all the way back to your room, your quarters, just to use the toilet, and then go back to work. But you don't see that, but, I mean, okay, that's one of those things, but I just thought it was interesting on The Flash that they don't even address it. They didn't even make the set look like there might have been some consideration put into these people staying in there for weeks and weeks on end in this one little box. Anyway, it's a good show. I do actually like The Flash. The Arrow has ups and downs. There's points where it's a little bit too teen drama. Not teen drama literally, but it's too, it's supposed to be heart-wrenching drama. It's actually, they don't lay it on too thick, but there's definite points where I'm just kind of, I don't really like watching this, and I'll fast forward about 30 seconds. I'll skip 30 seconds forward. So yeah, It is a pretty good show, though. I do like it. Legends of Tomorrow, which is actually going to have Arrow and the Flash, and it's going to have a whole bunch of people that come up in, I think, season 3 of the Arrow, which is like Ray Palmer, aka the Atom. It's going to have Firestorm and a couple other people. That's going to be coming out. That's a new show that comes out, I think, later this year or next year. I think it's next year. Later at the end of this year, I think it is, or maybe sometime next year, is also Supergirl. But she's apparently not going to cross over at all during her first season. That show is going to be independent for its first season. And then in the second season, they'll start dipping into the other shows and cross continuity and stuff. So there's a lot of actually, DC is ruling the small screen right now, whereas Marvel is ruling the big screen. I think it's interesting. Kind of a flip-flop thing. I did watch Marvel. I binge watched Daredevil, Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix a couple of weeks back. I like it if you peel off that Daredevil name. If it is just a show about some vigilante, I think it's great. Being Daredevil, it doesn't actually fit very well. At least not in my mind. I get that they're trying to do a whole, Batman, the early years kind of a thing where it's like, well, what is it like for that person when they first started off? But that's not really what you think of when you think of Batman or the Daredevil. I don't want to think about the rookie guy that gets his ass shot a couple of times. I don't know. I think it's interesting. Anyway, I've been going through some of these TV series and watching it. Tomorrowland comes out this weekend, the movie. The wife and I are probably going to go see that. I'm very excited. We'll see how that goes, though. Anyway, I'm just going to check in real quick on this Thursday evening. Forgecraft 2 is seeing some real bad lag problems. So I don't know if I'm going to be recording an episode of it tomorrow. We will have to see. I had some footage I was considering using for tomorrow, but some of the lag that I already had when I was rendering, it makes that it doesn't make for a very good video. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. If they solve the problem, I'll step on and record, but there might not be an episode of Forgecraft 2 until they iron that problem out. I don't know what's going on with Forgecraft 1 and Infernal Skies. That server got updated to a version of the pack that is not public. And it's not on our little Dropbox thing. So, I don't know. It does list 2 mods that I need to actually update. But I think there's actually been another update. And it's, again, one of those situations where they keep updating it to something that's not on the public server and not on the public launcher, Curse launcher, and it's not on our private files thing, which means that every time they update, which is every couple of days, it seems like, or at least, a couple of times a week, every time they update, it seems like I have to go out to curse.com, find these mods manually that it's discrepant, and then load them in manually. And I don't know if I have the time for that right now, much less the fact that I have not talked to the rest of my team for Infernal Skies 2 in a week or two. I think it's been 2 weeks. I haven't talked to him at all. I've talked to Rorax a little bit, not about that, about other stuff. For the most part, though, we haven't really communicated about it. I think they hit burnout. I'm not sure. I don't know. Matabase has been having hardware problems, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I was just figuring out Britannia, so I don't know. I'm considering just doing a Britannia-only series. Sounds weird, but I might just make another pack and just do Britannia only and advance through that and learn it and kind of swap that in for Infernal Skies 2. But it's going to have to really kind of be determined by what happens with the Infernal Skies 2 itself. I don't know if that's going to continue or not. I'll try to keep you in the loop on that, but right now it looks dicey. Forgecraft 2, I am having fun when the server is not lagged to heck. I am having fun, and I'm figuring out my storage system using the Ender.io remote inventory panel. By the way, if you have a copy of the 2.3 beta, apparently it's publicly accessible, or if you've seen video of it and pictures and screenshots, if you like it or dislike it, I would really love to hear your opinion in this video. I want to know what parts you like about the new Ender.io overhaul, what parts you don't like. I want to hear about it because I've been talking to the artists that did the work for the textures. I've been talking to the devs, and they want to hear feedback from people about what you think. Do you like certain things, not like other things? Do you have a problem differentiating the ingots, or do you have a problem differentiating the conduits, or are the conduits real easy for you, but you have a problem with the capacitor bank? Stuff like that. I would love to hear. Please comment in the comments below. I will catch you guys later. I don't know what's going on this weekend. We might get out and do some stuff. I know I'm going to at least go see Tomorrowland, so I might actually put up a video on Saturday or Sunday after we see it to kind of talk about it. It will probably have spoilers in it. So I will make sure and list spoilers in the video title. Spoilers, Tomorrowland review or Tomorrowland discussion, so you know and you can avoid it if you have not seen it yet. That way I'll make it real easy for people to not get accidentally spoiled on that video, on that movie. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Have a good Friday. And I'll see you later. Bye.